Most people think that they make their own decisions, but they couldn't be more wrong. What if I told you the decisions that you make on a day-to-day basis are actually based on rules that you never even knew? Rules about money, rules about success, and rules about discipline. The scariest part is that most people follow these rules without ever realizing it. Think about this. Why do some people wake up early in the morning and some struggle to get out of bed? Why do some people save automatically and some struggle financially? Why do some people have a consistent gym routine while others say, I'll start tomorrow? The difference usually isn't intelligence. It's about the rules that they believe in life. From the very moment you were born, you were being programmed by your parents, by your friends, by your teachers, by others that you meet, by the internet. Not intentionally, but through observation. If you grew up around people that said making money should be hard, rich people got lucky, then that's what you believe subconsciously. And here's where things actually get interesting. Once your brain believes a rule, it will start to search for evidence to support that. If you're somebody that isn't disciplined, it's going to find reasons to believe you're not. Things like skipping the gym, procrastinating work, and giving up too early. But if someone believes I'm someone who follows through, the brain's gonna start looking for evidence for that. Things like finishing tasks, training consistently, and showing up when things get hard. It's the same person, just different thought processes. Let's take a look at some of the invisible rules that people live by. Rule number one, comfort is the goal. People believe that life should always be comfortable. So when things become a little uncomfortable, they think something's wrong. They give up. They tap out. They quit on whatever it might be, only to find out that growth only happens in uncomfortable situations. Rule number two, I'll start when I'm motivated. This rule destroys all progress because motivation is temporary. It's not something that stays with you. Successful people don't wait for motivation. They rely on habits and doing what they know works. Rule number three is I'm just not one of those people. This is the most dangerous rule by far because you're closing yourself off to an idea. You're not even giving it a chance to live in your brain. I'm not a gym person. I'm not good with money. These aren't facts. These are rules that you've accepted within your brain. Things that you live by now. What's crazy is that these rules affect about everything in your life. Your health, your finances, your relationships, whatever you can think of. Two people could have the exact same opportunities, resources, and intelligence, but have two very different results. And that's because they're operating under completely different rules. One person believes that hard work creates freedom, while the other person believes that hard work makes life miserable. Same effort, different mindset, different results. Here's the powerful part. These rules aren't permanent. They're beliefs. And beliefs can be rewritten. The way to rewrite them is simple. First thing you need to do is realize what rules are you living by right now. The best way to identify these rules is that when something gets tough, think about what your mind is saying. Is it saying, I'm not ready, I don't do this, I'm not the type of person? These thoughts reveal the rules that run your life. The second part is replacing that. If initially you say, I'm not disciplined, now say, I'm learning discipline. Instead of, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start today. And step three, collect evidence for the rule. Don't start saying something and not following through on your actions. The sooner that you can collect tangible and visible evidence that you do what you say you will, the easier it will be for you to change your beliefs. Small actions, small wins, small thoughts are going to make a large change when you compound that over a long period of time. Your brain's gonna start updating the rule, and when your rules start updating, so does your life. Most people spend their whole lives trying to change their results without realizing they're following rules they never knew they were. But the moment you start taking back control, questioning these rules, and establishing what actually works for yourself, everything begins to change. So ask yourself one question. What rules have been controlling my life and which ones am I ready to break?